I think it's like $20,000 to like fly a small plane to West Virginia.
Yeah, the fuel. I remember when Drake. Remember when who was the? Was it the Raptors? When the Raptors won, and Drake was flying his plane in circles around it, and they said that they caught that the circles that he did was $80,000 worth of fuel. But he has like a Boeing.
Yeah.
Like he has like a passenger plane.
He is the literal soul plane.
So crazy. Imagine. Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is Monday, June 2nd, and we are here live from HQ. Tres.
Happy
Pride.
Happy Pride, happy Mental Health Awareness Month.
Happy Pride and mental health awareness. Football, have you guys heard that football is now gay? Football is gay, football is lesbian, football is transgender.
Who said
According
that?
to the
Jack
NFL.
Mack? Oh.
The NFL put out a video with just like football is, and then like the third word kept changing, and it went from gay, lesbian, which that one's my favorite. Football is lesbian.
You ever seen women play football? What
No.
would you call it?
I wouldn't call. I don't know. I've never seen a girl play football, so I wouldn't call it lesbian.
I'm saying
They're
serious football.
They're
too.
actually good. Not lingerie.
Tackle, full pads.
Yeah, no, I've never
football.
seen it. I didn't even know that existed. Where's that?
It exists.
They used to take over. I'm not even kidding
In, like,
you.
Vegas?
We would practice in the bubble in the winter.
Yeah.
They put a bubble over the field. And then after our practice, a women's football team would come on and practice.
Oh, really?
Full pads.
That's bizarre.
I mean, they were zipping the ball.
Freak shit.
Yeah, honestly.
Hey, just a quick...
That's liberal freak shit.
I'll be in Chicago at Rosemont Zanies all weekend. Tickets at punchup.live/Francis Ellis. I hope to see you guys there. Just
Hopefully,
getting that out of
hopefully you're not spewing any liberal freak shit in Rosemont.
Sure ain't, bro.
Rosemont,
Sure.
you're getting into Chicago. That'll fly. Rosemont,
Yeah, out by the
they might
airport.
not like that. Yeah, once you get closer to.
Yeah.
Rosemont lets it fly like that?
Oh yeah.
I got to
Dude.
get out to Rosemont. I'm in Bend, Oregon coming up, by the way.
Oh fuck yeah.
Man.
That's huge.
For me, a fledgling.
I'm gonna be in SoCal, just the general area.
I don't understand this thing.
Just
I
popping
get why
around.
he does it, but you can't.
I'm just doing it to
Piggyback on that.
piggyback on his.
You can't.
It's funny. It's funny to list a random place, dude. People were like, I think it was like someone like DM'd me and they were like, "Yo, I'm trying to find where Ron's gonna be in Knoxville." And
People
they're
were hitting me up
they're
about
like, I can't find
Oshkosh.
any
They're
information.
like, when are you in Oshkosh? Are you seriously going to be in Oshkosh? Yes. At some point, for sure.
That's great.
I got to get out to Joshua Tree. I got to get out to the Pacific Northwest.
I'd
though.
like to check out Joshua.
One of my boys was just in Joshua Tree.
Which boy?
Tripping sack in J
No
Tree.
way.
Which
Yeah.
boy?
Can't say. Now that I've said that you were tripping
It's got
sack.
to be Nate.
No, I can't say.
Bo?
Tripping sack, and the photos
It's
that he
got
sent
Peters
were
written all over it.
genuinely the most incredible photos I've ever seen.
Was it from the inside of his eye?
It was from Joshua. It was just Joshua. I mean, I wasn't tripping sack looking at just the photos itself said enough.
Have you ever tripped sack?
I've never tripped on anything, no. I've never done any drugs other than drinking weed and
The other one.
Klonopin, I guess, and Ativan. What's the other one? Oh, Whippets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Long balls over here has definitely
Fucking-
tripped over his sack, though. Or skip it.
I've never done any. I don't think I would like psychedelics, nor do I have any interest in trying them.
Well, if you're in J Tree.
Now, even if I was in J Tree, I think I would just be like, let me just take this in raw. Let me raw dog this. Soak it all in.
I heard that it's like in the period where J Tree is still weird right now. And there's cool bars, cool restaurants, but it's going to go the way of Tulum and Austin and become fake weird,
Fake
corporate.
weird. Yeah. Corporate weird.
Maybe we should open up an Apple store in J Tree. Just fuck.
I was thinking a comedy club. Get ahead of the boom. The revolution, the move to J Tree.
Joshua's Treehouse?
Yeah.
If we moved to Joshua's treehouse, all of us, who do you think would come with us if we like try to be like, we're going, like there's the new boom is Josh Tree.
Everyone's moving out there. They got Dana.
Rico's moving to Joshua
Just
Tree.
us and Dana. Comedy revolution in J Tree happening.
I think people would follow us because then you could still do the show with Dana.
I
True.
love that.
That's all we would really need. We could just get a nice little spot in the desert. Probably get some fiber, some dark fiber network.
Yeah. Burn down some trees.
Yeah.
You're talking your highest speed
Yeah, I'm talking
Wi-Fi.
dark fiber.
You're talking running a cable straight from
Like
Google.
the Earth's core into
yeah,
my PlayStation.
one of those processing
Yes.
farms.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oop.
one of those ones where the basement, you're like, what's down there? And you're just like, the computer.
Why don't you?
It's just a building of computer.
Yeah, right. Why don't you do Starlink?
Because I don't think that would be faster for me.
People say it's pretty fast.
I think it's pretty fast for like if you're out in the middle. Like it's for when you're in the middle of nowhere, right? It's for people who like can't get good internet.
I don't know.
I saw someone put it on their Tesla recently.
Hmm.
Elon retweeted that. And I know that Ryan Russillo put it on his boat so he could watch NBA League Pass from dark waters.
Speaking of hard drugs, sounds like Elon's out of the White House.
Because he's been on...
Clip it. Post that.
Because he's been on the Ket too hard.
He's been on the Ket.
The Ket.
And it begs the question, did he create the self-driving car
On the Ket.
so that he could get home safely from his intense drug?
I mean, if that were the case, I don't mind that.
It's not a bad idea.
You know,
He created the self-driving car because he was too deep in a K-hole.
doesn't self-driving car cut down? Wouldn't it cut down on drunk driving deaths by a huge margin if everyone? just
Yeah,
opted in?
probably. But you do see those videos occasionally of like the Tesla gets in like a fender bender and then it gets a little bit of a mind of its own. Have you ever seen those videos?
Well, they seek out the Waymos.
It's crazy.
It's war on the streets between the Teslas and the Waymos. They're just doing a crash 'em up derby.
Dude, there'll be a video of a Tesla just like pulling up to like a stop sign and like a fucking coyote or something will like run in front of it and then the Tesla will like send itself into a fucking canyon. Like, it just completely spaz.
Yeah, I only initiate my self-driving when I'm giving roadhead.
You're giving it?
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh, nice.
You ever go down on the passenger while you're driving?
Never know.
So boss.
Especially a woman.
Yeah.
That's
gotta
Way
be tough.
harder.
Yeah.
Way harder.
How do you even configure yourself?
Man, you have to have them push their seat all the way back, and then you get down into the crawl space where their feet should be, like a small dog.
Oh, you leave the front seat? I
Yeah.
thought that you were anchoring your base in the front seat.
Oh,
You're
no,
down
no,
with
no,
the
no,
brakes
no, no.
And the gas.
My spine, at my age, I'm not putting it in that position.
You got to stretch before roadhead
Yeah.
for
No.
sure. As a guy, as a man,
Mm-hmm.
as a real man. I guess there's got to be fucking, sucking, and drugs and alcohol usage going on in these. I heard the way to beat it is you put on a hat and sunglasses so it can't track your eyes or something.
Oh, I've heard that, but I also just do that when I need to take a nap while I'm driving.
Have you ever done the self-driving, like crash, like nap a little bit?
No, I've never napped. I've done it. I've done the self-driving when I've been a little sleepier,
Yeah.
but you have to keep your hands on the wheel
Yeah, that's the bitch of it.
while I just tape them on.
Yeah.
Just pop two hands off a mannequin and throw them on there.
They do that on the fucking, like even if you get the cruise control with the steering assist, which is pretty much self-driving.
Yeah.
Even when you have that, it's like if you don't have your hands on for a certain amount of time, it starts going crazy.
I bought some of those muffin sort of warmers that the
Yeah.
bike drivers keep their hands in on the handlebars.
Yeah.
I have those on my Tesla.
You
steering
could just
wheel.
get like a heating pad and just lay it over the. Because I'm assuming that's how it detects if your hands are
No,
on it,
it's a
right?
pressure.
motion thing.
Oh,
It's
really?
a little like shake the steering wheel to let us know you're still there.
That's
I
how the
assumed
Zoltan
I assumed
does
the
it.
Tesla would have a little bit of more advanced technology.
Why would you assume that?
Because isn't that the entire thing?
I
with
think at
Tesla?
this point, it would
advanced.
be hard to even say that Tesla is the leading technology of electric cars anymore. You know what I mean? It's like a mass-produced car now.
Yeah.
I think there are other companies that have come along and made far more technologically advanced electric cars. Lucid is cool.
What's the other one that I'm seeing everywhere? Not Rivian. That's the
Rivian's
trucks.
cool as hell.
But there's another electric vehicle that I've been seeing all over the place. It's got like the name of a city or some stupid shit.
The Lucids are nice. Those are fancy. I mean, Range Rover's making an electric Range Rover. I put myself on the wait list. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I told you guys that.
Just
Still
in case,
no word.
so you can maybe sell it.
Yeah. No word
Flip
yet.
it.
No, Rivian is the one that is nice. Rivian has the snowboard compartment, obviously.
Of course. Necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, this car is nice and all, but where's my snowboard compartment? So that's going to be a deal breaker for me.
And it only fits a snowboard.
Yeah, nothing
A
else.
ski or
You couldn't even put
no.
an iPhone in there. It'll reject it.
Yeah.
It's only meant for just
It'll
the
launch it
snowboard.
out. That is vicious.
But
Yeah.
when I'm looking at a car, you know, like, I don't know. I wish I had a car so bad, but it's just not realistic for me right now.
Why not?
Too much. Like, I don't really want to put a car in a garage because then it's like I probably won't end up using it ever.
It's like adopting a dog, you know?
Yeah,
You're not going to spend
exactly.
enough time to play with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think that putting it in the garage would mean you wouldn't use it?
Because I think I would just be like, well, it's in the garage. I don't feel like going and getting it from the garage. Yeah. Like, I wish I could just park it right outside my apartment. Park it on the sidewalk.
There is that one red sports car that's always on your block.
There are cars, but it is the same thing where, like, if I wake up like early, it's the same shit that the thing that you used to do, where
Mhm.
I'll look out my window and everyone is just sitting in their cars and they look so fucking miserable,
Yeah.
sitting there with just a coffee, just staring into the abyss. Like, they're not even on their phones.
Yeah.
Probably
It's an hour and a half.
Starlink.
It's really stressful.
It sounds awful.
And in COVID, they suspended one of the days for alternate side street
Yeah.
cleaning. So you only had to do it once a week. Now you have to do it twice a week, that's madness. I don't know. Because you'll see people that are out there in like fucking $100,000 cars.
Yeah.
And you're like, really?
Yeah.
You don't want to pay, I mean, it's a lot, whatever, $500 a month for a garage to not have to deal with twice a week in prime work hours, having to get into your car for an hour and a half each time and
Yeah.
pull out for the street sweeper.
I don't understand why you have to be in there for an hour and a half.
Because if you're not in your car the whole time, then a ticketing agent will give you a ticket. And there's only 5 minutes when you have to do anything. When the street sweeper comes, when he comes, you pull out. He comes along the curb, and then you pull back in. But people will swoop. People will come in who have not been waiting and try to steal your spot.
Following around the street sweeper, being a
They'll follow right on
ambulance
its
chaser.
tail, yeah. Or they'll start at the back of the block and then bump everyone else down. And so the person who's in the front gets scooted out.
Yeah.
That's such a vicious game to play.
That's insane.
It reminds me of that song I used to sing. There were 5 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over,
yes.
roll over."
Mhm.
So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 4 in the bed, and the little, you heard that one?
I haven't heard that one now.
That's
but
a good
I like
one.
it.
Yeah.
But I like it a lot.
The fucking little one, though.
Yeah.
Who's the fucking little one think they are?
I think there always is a little one, right? If I had to guess.
You'd think. Well,
how does it end? Do tell.
I don't know. I never
There
got
was
that far. I
one
usually
in the
fell
bed.
asleep.
Oh, you fell asleep quick.
That was when
Started at
that's
5. You
what
didn't
I
even make it
sang
down
when
to
I was
3?
going into surgery. That's what they would tell me to sing going under anesthesia.
Well, your anesthesiologist might have put you on a little bit of a high dose.
There were 5 in the bed.
You got 4 words deep. I don't know. I never got that far.
They gave me the good stuff, man.
Started at 5. It does kind of.
I love when
that,
an anesthesiologist they always make the same joke. They go, "Here's a little cocktail."
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I haven't gotten anesthesia. I actually don't know if ever.
I always go in thinking this is going to be cool. I'm excited about the fact that I'm about to be put to sleep.
Yeah.
And my body will because I have a hard time sleeping.
Yeah.
So that's the one time in my life where I'm put to sleep with no worry of my own. The problem is every time I'm on the other side of a surgery, something nuts is happening.
Why?
I just remember the last one I had. The guy woke me up by slapping me in the face.
The fuck?
Because they needed me awake. I don't know why, and they were rolling me out now. And I was like, I was so tired.
You have to drive home, Mr. Ellis.
Shut up. I don't want to. No.
Mr. Ellis, your keys.
It felt like I was in high school again. Like, no.
You left your heavy machinery running out front, Mr. Ellis.
It's a snow day. I don't need to be home.
You haven't finished cutting the steak, Mr. Ellis.
And he just kept back of his hand. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That's crazy. I would have been like, dude, what the fuck?
I couldn't speak. I wasn't allowed to speak because they had removed the shit from my throat.
They made you mouth tape when you had your anesthesia. Well, if I'm going out, I'm going to do it how I usually do it.
I'm going to mew.
Yeah.
I'm going to mew myself to sleep.
Me too.
No anesthesia for me.
Both the last two, I had anesthesia when I got my septum fixed.
You got your nose job?
When I got my nosy. And then there was one for my wife when she was doing her C-section.
You got some too?
I was just like, let me hit it. He offered me his weed pen. I was like, no.
I've never gotten I don't think I've ever gotten anesthesia. I've gotten laughing gas a couple times, which is not really anything.
It's not? It sounds like a blast, but I think that's kind of in the same category as quicksand, where you hear about it as a kid and you're like, oh my God.
It'll like, I mean, the thing is, it pretty much ends immediately after you take it off. They just strap it onto your face, and it tastes and smells decent. You know? Mm-hmm. Decent gas.
Tastes funny.
It's a decent gas.
Mm-hmm.
But then you kind of just get like, numb. I don't fuck with that at all. I don't fuck with like
mind
dental
altering.
No, just like dental surgery bullshit. Freaks me out. Like when you're awake on laughing gas and you can feel them like pushing away, but you don't feel pain, you just feel like the push. And you're like, I know my mouth is just like sliced open right now.
Just bleeding.
Yeah. There's blood everywhere. But like you have no control. You're just sitting there like this.
And they'll ask you a question.
Yeah.
Your jaw starts to get tired.
Doing anything fun this summer? Just bleed at them. Bleed straight out at them.
How's school?
Why do they do that?
You still playing soccer?
I got a good prank for you.
Yeah.
The next time you have to go get a tooth cleaning,
Yeah.
Maintain eye contact with your dental hygienist the entire time. Look right into their eyes.
Oh man, I used to do that when I was little because they had those weird glasses, and I would just be staring at the glasses the whole time.
Yeah.
Got to get a pair of those.
I'm saying eyeballs, like you're gonna, propose.
Yeah.
To the person.
Yeah.
Or do triangle method. One eye to the next eye to their lips. I heard it's the best way to seduce. Just seducing the dental hygienist.
That's great. That's just great.
I have something I have to apologize for, which is that actually I have two apologies I have to issue on this podcast.
If it's about something you said on the show that was like wrong or something like that, or like,
yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I don't think you need to worry about it.
No, I know, but people were kind enough to message me and tell me how fucking stupid I am. So
is this about the credit cards?
Yeah. As it turns out, that interest rate of 24% is applied annually, not on a monthly basis of your statement. So it's not as bad as I had thought. I mean, I think it's still a good idea to pay off your balance every month. I didn't know this because, as I said, I've never carried a balance on my credit card from one month to the next, which I was taught was sort of a good financial habit. So I apologize for getting that wrong.
I paid $400,000 in credit card debt on the spot.
Yeah. But I appreciate all the people who reached out to me to let me know about that mistake. And one guy in particular, I'm going to actually specifically tell him how sorry I am, because this is what he said. This guy's name is, his Twitter name is Shedder Sanders. Shred Sanders.
As in Shador?
Shador
Yeah, but
Sanders.
there's no you. There's no you. I went on a road trip with my brother and nephew this weekend. It was a good trip overall. We went camping and fishing. My only complaint is my nephew's choice in entertainment. While he was driving, he chose a podcast called Son of a Boy Dad. I think their is at Son of a Boy Dad. It was okay until the end.
At Son of a Boy Dad pod.
One of the guys on it, I later found out, is on X. At Francis C. Ellis is his tag in quotations, which means this is an older man.
Yeah,
this guy is a trip. Claims to be a Harvard graduate, but is also functionally retarded.
Claims to be a Harvard graduate is hilarious. Like you're claiming crip.
But he is also functionally retarded. He literally thinks credit card APR is the monthly interest rate applied to a balance. I just couldn't anymore after hearing that. Finance isn't difficult, and APR isn't a monthly rate. It's literally in the acronym annual.
He does have a good point.
I just want to say to this gentleman, I apologize for ruining your lovely nephew, brother camping trip. I put myself in his shoes, right? This is the basis of empathy. I said to myself, imagine that me and my nephew someday and my brother-in-law piled into a camper van, right? And decided to head to the Catskill Mountains for a long weekend of bonding and fishing and, packed all of our best s'mores kind of ingredients. We got the marshmallows, the dark chocolate, the graham crackers, maybe a little whiskey for me and my brother-in-law.
The adults.
We don't get away very often. It's rare that the three of us would have the time.
You want to maximize the time
to do this.
Yeah.
And of course, my nephew being up on the times and everything funny, we let him decide what to listen to on the 3-hour drive. And he puts on this podcast, Son of a Boy Dad, which, as it turns out, I would later find out is not a financial information and teaching podcast, but rather a comedy podcast run by 3 functional retards, and one of whom actually misinformed the public about how interest is applied to credit cards. And from that point on, the entire weekend was ruined.
Well, he was probably waiting for the first 55 minutes. You're like, when are they going to get to the finance shit?
Well, I was going to say it was really deep in the episode.
Yeah, the fact that many people listened to that long to get angry, we should put rage bait at the end of every episode just as a little treat for people.
This guy tweeted this at me today, and this was on his weekend, which means he's been thinking about this for days.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it truly sounds like it ruined his weekend.
It might have.
Like he's just out there, casting like it's fucking applied at the end of the year. 24% every month? Are you out of your fucking mind? Finance isn't hard.
It's probably dangerous to hunt like that.
Then
True. Hunt pissed. Yeah. You not want to hunt angry.
You go to his profile. What do you guys think his profile says?
God first.
Anti-Jew.
Oh, wow.
And anti-Jeet. What is Jeet? Jeet. Do you know what that is?
It sounds racist in some way, maybe against Indians.
Yeah.
It's a new one.
6'4" and 7 inches.
Damn.
I gotta believe he's talking about his penis. Top 5% IQ, constitutional law and geopolitical expert, paranormal researcher from Birmingham, Alabama.
Interesting.
And then you go through and it's a bunch of retweets of Andrew Tate stuff.
9 inches and thick.
Yeah. Big Andrew Tate guy.
Anti-Jew, 6 foot. A little bit about me. Hate Jews. 6'6".
That's my testimony.
Yeah. Hate Jews and Jeets. That one I made up.
What are Jeets?
You guess.
I thought it was a shortstop for the Yankees.
Yeah, right?
You might have made it up. Just a little like.
Could be.
Which one? Like you?
I don't know.
That
gave me a pretty good laugh. That I had ruined this guy's family weekend.
What was his profile picture?
It clearly it's all nonsense, except that I do think he really hates Jewish people.
Yeah, probably. Usually you don't throw that one in the bio unless you mean it.
Yeah.
Usually that one's not the opening.
It's such a long tweet to write.
That was
They
all
had
a
paragraphs,
tweet?
yeah.
Oh, I thought that was DMs.
No, that was
Oh
a
yeah,
tweet.
because he said X. He found you on X.
Yeah.
Is it anti-Hindus use G as a slur? So it's if you're against Jewish and Hindus?
Well, this is why he hates Harvard.
Not anymore, he shouldn't.
That must be fresh out of Birmingham.
This is why he hates Harvard, is because Harvard is like big on
Jews and
Hindu students, I guess, and then it didn't do enough to protect Jewish students, and so that's where the war on Harvard.
But he
hates
doesn't
them
want
both.
Yeah, he hates them
He just
both
hates.
equally.
He's just fuck them all.
Oh, then he must be very conflicted about Harvard.
Well, he's an equal opportunity hater,
I think he just hates everyone.
which I respect.
That's not-
He
that's
should
the case.
start his own university where people can hate everyone of all races and walks of life.
True. Birmingham, you.
Okay, my other apology. Ready?
Yeah.
So I played in this member guest golf tournament.
Oh
You made
yeah.
it in?
Finally.
Yeah, we got in off the wait list the morning before the tournament. It was an unbelievable we climbed all the way from 12th on the wait list to get in. And
So
we
were you already
went-
awake
What's
when
that?
you got the text, or did you wake up to the text?
I woke up, I couldn't sleep. I was so excited.
Mm.
I woke up at 6 a.m. and I had an email. You're in? Can you guys play? Absolutely. We're fucking in. Let's go.
Yeah.
And big boozy weekend, really boozy. I mean, I probably had like 30 liquor drinks over
Damn.
3 days.
It's a lot of liquor.
Yeah, I have my defecate is in shambles.
Mm. I'd assume so.
It's a slip and slide back
Yeah.
there. Chapped lips.
When I would drink fucking hard alcohol, my shit would smell like burning rubber or some shit. Like
Yeah.
it would not smell normal.
Yeah.
Like
A
it didn't
tire
smell
fire?
like shit. Yeah,
Really?
You know the lips of the rectum?
I do.
Mine are very chapped.
Yeah.
Because of how many?
That's from wiping too hard.
I don't know. That's why, and often.
Yeah. You gotta
'Cause
get
you're-
wipes.
Because the booze you were having?
Yeah, it just keeps coming out of me. I can't fart because I know I'm going to shit myself. So I have to go to a toilet
What's the
Mm.
consistency of the turds?
There is no consistency. It's just pure
shape.
liquid.
Yeah.
But it's not diarrhea.
Sounds like it definitely is.
You just said it was pure liquid.
But I don't have to go
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
it's still
like
diarrhea.
it's just when I have to go, that's what it is.
That's how I live.
Diarrhea, when I've had it, it's usually been that I have to go all the time.
That's like food poisoning, or like you're sick with diarrhea.
Well, when I have diarrhea, it usually means that I'm sick.
Yeah, I see. Mine's more of just like a coin toss when I go to the toilet. Will this be diarrhea? Will it not be?
Mm-hmm.
You really don't know.
What I'll do is I'll throw a handful of powder up my ass to
Nice.
make sure it hardens, like a little bit of shortening to kind of
Oh.
turn the liquid into
Yeah,
like
very
a
smart.
thicker
Yeah.
as it passes
If
through.
you were to submerge your butt into a vat of boiling oil, you would deep fry your asshole.
Mm.
Yeah, I could make a little.
Panko crusted
Yeah.
butthole.
That'd be so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what is the cake? A funnel cake.
Yep.
A funnel caked asshole.
Country fair.
Little powdered sugar.
Nice.
I miss funnel cakes. I feel like that was such a delicious treat before you knew how bad it was for
Man,
you.
I was a fried dough guy. That was my
Fried
thing.
dough's
Fried
good.
dough. Fried dough.
What's fried dough? Like a
It's
like
just
a fried Oreo or
Kind of.
No,
But
no,
it doesn't
no.
have the Oreo.
I guess
It's
fried
literally just dough that's fried, and it
You
comes
never
with
had
like
fried
powdered
dough?
sugar.
It's probably
like
not
a beignet.
dissimilar.
Same as a beignet.
A beignet,
What the hell?
the thing that
Getting all
sprays
French on
water
us.
at your ass.
I put a beignet on my toilet. I think that's the New Orleans treat.
Yeah.
Ah.
People say that those are good. I don't think I've ever had one of those either. Fried dough, you'd get it at the
Oh.
country fair,
Yeah,
the county fair.
yeah.
I guess it's just the same thing as a funnel cake, but it's not looped up. Or
Yeah,
it's like a
pretty
hush puppy
flat.
kind of?
It's got flat, and then there's usually be like a couple bubbles or whatever, and you pour confectioner's sugar, some cinnamon on it.
Pretty dumb to ask because the ingredients are literally in the name.
Yeah, it's just like dough that's
The ingredient
fried,
and
yeah.
the preparation is right there in both the words.
Yeah, you don't need to overthink that one.
It's very good.
Fried dough, what is
good.
it?
It's incredible.
Especially when you get it right out of the vat of oil,
truck.
because then there's a little pool of kind of liquid that the sugar can stick to and create like a sludge.
Yeah. You can really only find it at trucks. There's I don't know if I've ever been to a restaurant where they've served it.
Me neither.
Unfortunately.
Me neither. You need a truck.
You could probably ask a chef to do it though.
Fry some dough?
Yeah, I'll just do a little fried dough.
Yeah,
You tell me you don't got dough back there?
You don't have a deep fryer?
I just had French fries. Were those microwaved? Get a little dough, throw it in the fryer.
What restaurant only uses a microwave? Is it Applebee's?
So many.
Don't they have fries at Applebee's?
Applebee's
Most bars.
is big on them. Planes are big on microwaves.
Oh yeah, of course.
Airplanes.
So are they microwaving the French fries?
Some places probably. If they're a little soggy, probably, yeah. Like McDonald's isn't microwaving shit.
Mm-mm.
That shit is crisp.
Because they put it up front. They want you to see.
They want you to see.
Burger King might be.
Burger King could. I could see Burger King microwaving their fries. Except I don't think any of those burger places are. I mean, their nuggets are microwaved, right?
I don't know. What's that? Or maybe air fried or something like that? Use like a convection oven or something?
Yeah.
Guess you can't speak free in this
Guess you
country.
can't speak freely anymore, can you? Not in this country, at least.
I freaking guess. Pisses me off. You guys see that Magnus Carlsen?
Yeah, I got smoked.
And I'll be honest with you,
You get
I
smoked
watched play.
You'll have to cut that as well.
No, you can't.
Get a little clap in there.
Just
You can
bleep
keep
that.
that. You can keep that.
All right, guys, can we talk about the NBA playoffs, which are here, and the only place to get hard to get playoff tickets is Game Time.
Game time.
So if we want to go down to Oklahoma City or go out to Indiana, we want to get on Game Time.
That's it.
It's that simple. Let's do it right now.
Pacers Thunder.
What do you think about that matchup?
I mean, in a way, it's just. I think these are the two best teams. That's what everyone said. I saw that on Pardon My Take. But personally, I'm not particularly interested in these markets.
I am. That's why I'm getting my tickets on Game Time. To get into the building, it's $692 for Game 1. Pretty good price. And then if you want to sit like the best incredible seats, just a couple, there's a lot of them under $1,000, honestly. Pretty good deals out here. $689. I mean, these are good deals to go see NBA Finals action, and you can only get these deals on a Game Time. I'm thinking about getting these Pacers tickets right now, but take the guesswork out of buying NBA playoff tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BOYDAD for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code BOYDAD, BOYDAD, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? It's Game Time. The NBA Finals are here, and this is your last chance to bet on the NBA until next season. And the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is pulling out all the stops to make this a finals to remember. One team will be crowned champ, and the other team will be lost to history. And who do you have winning it all? I got the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
I won 7 straight basketball bets. I'm actually feeling myself.
Damn, dude.
Have some along.
Huh?
Share the love.
I know. I should be sharing it with the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
I should be getting in there. And here's something for first timers. You can follow along. But they should be following us on Chat BCC for it, honestly, if they want to hear about it. But here's something for first timers on bet $5 to get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Don't miss your last chance to bet on the NBA this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BOYDAD. That's code BOYDAD for new customers to get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Guys, step up your grooming game with the new Stetson line. of cooling men's grooming collection. If your face ever feels tight and dry after shaving, this is your fix. I shave, I have sensitive skin, I cannot stand shaving, and it has been made far more palatable and refreshing of an experience thanks to the aftershave cooling balm, right? Love that. That's one of my favorites. The 2-in-1 face and beard cooling exfoliant wash. I do that before I shave. It gets me ready. There's all sorts of stuff here. We got the cooling shave oil. Provides a close and comfortable shave. Comes in really nice scents. Their high-performance formulas use advanced cooling technology that feels amazing on your skin, and they smell incredible. Thanks to the Stetson Spirit fragrance. We've got amber, sage, sandalwood. That's some manly stuff right there. The full lineup covers you start to finish, pre-shave, shave, and post-shave. There's a 2-in-1 face and beard exfoliant wash, a breakthrough cooling shave oil for a close, smooth shave, and 2 refreshing aftershave options, moisture splash, and a soothing balm. Premium formulas, no fuss grooming, and each one just $7.97. You know, a lot of shave products have gotten very expensive, and this stuff feels like something you'd get at one of the highest end, I don't know, hotels in the world, and it's only $7.97. Stetson is the brand, $7.97, and the full collection is now available exclusively at Walmart, in stores, and online.
All right, Will Steve Gerben, the nervous.
This is an app for a show that Francis is in. I feel like Francis should do this.
No, take it away, Hairball.
I was totally kidding. I'm not doing that.
You
read it. It's your show.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have to advertise his own show.
Yeah, he should. It's his show.
It's not my show.
You're on the show.
I am part of the show.
That's crazy to have an ad read on your podcast for a show that you're on and not do the read.
Okay.
You got to do the read.
Fair enough.
No, you do it, Tess.
Hell no. I'm not. That's crazy.
You started the bit.
Yeah, that was why I did it. It was a joke.
Well, now you got to see it through.
No.
We're calling your
I'm
bit.
saying it's your turn.
Finish the bit.
I'm not. I will be doing none.
See the bit. Own the bit.
Shane's got my agent's contact info.
Guys, Tire Season 2 debuts on Wednesday, I believe. Or is it Thursday? June 5th on Netflix. Lots of amazing guest stars in this season's that you've probably seen in the trailer, like Vince Vaughn's in it, and John Lovitz is in it, and
other big names.
All these amazing
Shane
actors.
Gillis.
But yeah, of course, the main returning people are Shane Gillis and Stephen Gerben. Will playing Will, and it's basically a blue collar workplace comedy. If you didn't see season 1, check that out.
Great watch.
Really, really great. Really funny. I'm in it. I have a small part in an episode. I'm excited to reprise my character.
Yes, I went to his little school in Boston.
Small part.
What do you mean? I'm in one episode, but I'm thrilled to be in it again. And you guys can watch Tire Season 2 on Netflix on June 5th. Give it a watch. We're excited and proud of the show.
Fuck yeah.
I watched the gameplay, and when he blundered, I couldn't. Even I, as a very poor chess player, I was like, "What the fuck?" He had a move where he could have easily forked the king and the opponent's rook with his knight, and taken the rook and kind of like run away with the game. I mean, it was over. And he blundered with his knight, and everyone watching it knew.
I loved the other dude's reaction. He just got up and was like,
"Yeah, well, he's 19."
Really?
I didn't know if
Beat
he was
Magnus
saying
Carlsen, the best chess player of the
Yeah.
last 15, 10 years, whatever.
That's crazy. 19.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to be the next.
Who knows?
or
Unless
he's just going to
Magnus
be.
takes
It was
the
a
next
bad
level.
blunder by Magnus. He was killing the guy.
How often does he lose?
I mean, I don't know how often he loses. Usually they'll play like multiple games in those tournaments,
Yeah.
I think, or in big tournaments.
Like best of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of them will end in draws.
Mhm.
But you get like a certain number of points for a draw or certain for a win. So he usually comes through. But he kind of stepped away for a minute from chess and got into poker and other things.
Interesting.
But now
I'm
he's
sure
back.
he probably is good at all that shit.
I'm a big Magnus fan. I like him.
A
Why?
lot of people do.
Because he plays quickly. He's big on speed chess. He posts videos of himself playing shit-faced, which I love.
Oh, that's
Like
awesome.
he'll stream himself singing and like drinking and then being like,
That's hilarious.
just whooping guys on like the chess app.
That's awesome.
Highly rated players too.
Yeah, sure.
And he's just, and they don't even,
Skill-based
I don't even know if
matchmaking.
they know they're playing him.
Yeah.
They're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they probably think that he's just cheating.
I don't know.
You're not aware of the current chess hacking situation.
I have heard about that. I've heard whispers of it. I don't know the story though. Tell me.
With Dr. Lupo.
Tell me about it.
Dr. Lupo, who is a Twitch streamer,
Mm.
famous for playing Fortnite with Ninja. And then obviously, Fortnite, that was what
25 years ago.
feels like it, right? That game's been out forever now. I mean, I was in high school when it came out. And so Fortnite's died down a little bit. I mean,
Well, ever since Smitty stopped playing it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like Ninja, I think still probably plays it because that's where he gets his money. But Dr. Lupo kind of fizzled out a little bit. He still streams, but then he entered in some like $100,000 chess tournament, and I think he won it. And then he got caught cheating.
Oh
And they
shit.
found out because it was an online tournament.
How was he cheating? Was he using some kind of a
Some sort of
Bot?
script
Yeah.
that was telling him where to go,
right?
I'd assume.
Mm-hmm.
You got to
Yeah,
give respect to whoever wrote that script.
It's probably pretty easy. I mean, it's just the same script that the computer. Well, it's probably the same script that the computer would use when you play against it.
Did you see the new robot that they built that solves a Rubik's Cube in like 0.3 seconds?
No,
It's so fucking sick.
It's cool.
that's pretty
You
sick.
saw it?
No, I haven't. I'm just
They
saying
just
I
like
like
put
that.
like 6 like metal rods on either
yeah.
side and just goes. And it
Yeah, I've
just
seen.
solves
Chill.
it.
I actually think I have seen those.
It's so impressive being able to write code and machinery like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably awesome.
Oh, but just to finish this
Complete
thought
freedom.
on the golf tournament really
Yes,
quick.
Oh,
yes.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
apology. Sorry.
No,
brother.
no, I don't care anymore. I've gotten over it. I've learned,
I'm pretty sure you brought up Magnus.
Listen,
No, I
again,
did, I
I'm
did.
not.
You went
there's
on
no
a rant
blame
about
here.
Magnus.
There's no blame here.
There should if the blame. If there's blame,
I have learned to
if there's
accept
blame, it's on you
the
and
scenic
Magnus.
route that we love to take on the pod.
No, you
and
said
I like it. I like it. I'm
Roan-
on board.
Roan loosely said something about Magnus, and then you pretty much read his biography.
Yeah, again, I'm riffing. I'm picking up on the riff.
All right.
Lane
Continue.
riffing over here.
Yeah, continue.
You know what I mean?
I want to hear the guest only
Okay.
story.
Well,
Only guests.
so we play in the
Only
tournament.
fans.
We played our first. It was 5 9-hole matches. There's like eight flights of 6 teams,
Mhm.
and so you play all the teams in your flight, right?
I want to hear a little bit more about your process of arrival.
Oh, you want me to get
Warming
that in
up.
depth?
Yeah, why
Well,
not?
for a tournament like this, like I'm assuming you're getting there early.
Yeah.
How many hours?
We took. I mean, there's a boat. We took the boat over,
Mhm.
and good vibes on the boat.
I'm
Ferry?
sure.
Yeah, like the boat. Yeah,
What time?
the boat for the club.
Can you
Club
put your
has its own boat.
you drive onto it or you?
No.
Oh, God.
Club has its own boat.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Like a
Yes.
menu.
Cool. Speaking of, have you seen that Norwegian restaurant that's underwater?
Yes.
No.
How fucking
That
cool
has
is
like
that?
part of it's like a slideshow on the ceiling
Oh
or
my
like there's
God.
like a damn planetarium in there.
It is so cool. It is so cool. Norway's doing some really cool stuff with their architecture.
Yeah. Norway's always,
I just booked my trip finally to
To Norway?
Yeah,
when?
gonna go in September.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I thought you were done traveling.
For comedy.
Oh, I thought you're like I don't even want to go anywhere.
Yeah, I was always wanting to go to Norway. That was gonna be my last stop, and then I'm just gonna be an American forever.
That's your last stop.
I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere after that. I mean, I
Yeah.
love this country. There's so much
Yeah.
to see in this country.
There is.
I'll never get tired. I don't think there are that many states that I haven't been to. I was actually thinking about it. There's only probably 3.
North Dakota, South Dakota.
Been to them both.
I've been to South, never North.
Yeah, well, you're missing out.
I know.
Alaska?
See, obviously, not obviously. I have not been to Alaska.
You've been to most of the lower 48, is what you're trying to say.
Well, I've been to Hawaii. So I've
Half
been
of
to
the upper
half
two.
of the upper two.
Yeah.
I've never been to Arkansas.
Oh, you're missing out.
I don't think I've ever been to Arkansas either.
I've never been to Arkansas. I don't think I've been to Kentucky, weirdly. And then there's
I have.
that might be it. I've been pretty much everywhere else.
I've been everywhere.
I don't think I've been to Bama. I've never been to
around the world
Bama.
twice.
Anyway,
Talked to everybody once.
yeah. What's that?
Drove
That's
the big
Navy
trucks
SEAL
that go.
thing?
Yeah.
Been around the world twice.
Yeah.
Talked to everyone once.
We
I'm
are
a frog
frogman.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
I'm a frog man.
Well, we
Survivor.
took the boat over and we hit a couple balls, made ourselves a Greyhound at 8:45.
So what time were you hitting balls?
You know what a Greyhound is?
It's a drink. It's a cocktail.
It's Pim's Cup mixed with vermouth.
I'm concerned about your level of focus at this point.
Chartreuse
though.
Just vodka soda with a splash of grapefruit.
8:45, you're shit-faced. 8:45, you're shit-faced.
No, we're
and
not
you're pretty much
shit-faced.
not warmed up at all.
We're getting loose.
and you're freezing because you just took a boat and it was 30 degrees outside.
It was an enclosed ferry
Ah,
with
very fancy.
bar
I'd have a drink on
aboard.
the. Yeah, you have a drink on the boat.
There's a bar on.
How
the boat.
long is the boat ride?
30 minutes.
Damn.
Go right under the nose of the statue. By the way, we are going to do this in preparation for the Ryder Cup. I need you to take some swings.
I've been taking swings.
What do you mean? Swinging lessons?
Swigs.
No, I haven't
Swing
really taken
dancing.
any. I do need to. I need to get out there, hit the range.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll find the time. You don't got to worry about me.
I say here's what we'll do. You and me spark up a fatty, take the boat over, let that sea breeze run through our hair.
I'm not getting on that boat.
You know, look up the nostrils of the Statue of Liberty. Go take a couple swings, right?
Fucking
Hit some balls.
sounds like the boat from what's the fucking movie?
The Menu.
No, another one, the Leonardo DiCaprio one.
Titanic.
Titanic. No, fucking Shutter Island. Obviously not Titanic.
Sounds like the boat from that. What's that Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
It's the iceberg. the
Shutter
la- the
Island.
lady.
I feel like it's gonna be taking
Billy
the boat to
Zane.
Shutter Island.
I would say, yeah, that's fair. I mean, we can do it. We can do some role playing.
There's a storm. You're gonna be stuck on the island.
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island.
Haven't watched that in a long time.
I think I saw it right when it came out.
There's a crazy twist at the end.
Everyone says that. It's like, okay, I get it. Yes, it's a crazy twist.
That
It
was
is a good twist.
It's a banger. Of a
What?
twist.
He's dead the whole time or something?
You nailed it. Spot on.
That's
He's dead
not
the
it.
whole time.
Mm-mm.
I'm
I
not
feel
gonna
like-
spoil it.
A lot of the Leo movies haven't done it for me.
That one
recently.
didn't do it for me that much.
Flower Moon, I thought was hot ass.
I didn't see it.
That
but,
one didn't do much for me.
But Shutter Island was phenomenal.
I also didn't love the Aviator that much.
Isn't that movie like 40 years old?
It's probably not that long before
Shutter Island?
It was a slog though. It was like 2001 probably.
The Aviator?
Howard Hughes.
No, it was after 2001. Would have been like
04 maybe.
Nice. What's Shutter
Ready
Island?
for
When
the
did
dozen.
Shutter Island come out?
08.
2013?
No.
2011? No, 2013.
Split the fucking difference, I
Split
guess.
the fucking difference. Who
So we're
gives
on
a
the boat.
shit?
We go over there. We get out. We have our cocktail. We're hitting balls. We get into our first match, 9 holes. Now, here's the thing, right? For a tournament like this, it's all handicapped.
Yeah.
So you submit your handicap and your partner's, your guest's handicap, and then you're placed in a flight based on where your combined index lands.
And what were you guys sitting at?
Our combined index, my partner was like an 11, and I'm a 6.
You're ringing on 11.
So we
to
were
the,
like
to
a
the guests
17.
only?
Yeah,
Well, he's probably a sandbagger. He probably is like
Well,
a
so-
6 himself, and he gets the little.
I'll tell you
11
this:
boost.
we did not sandbag. We finished dead last in our flight.
Damn.
And I take a lot of pride in the fact that we were very honest about our handicap.
You
In
think
fact,
people
some
were-
people would maybe accuse us of having vanity handicaps.
Yeah.
So going the other way. But I don't know. I wouldn't say that because our matches were largely contested. And we held our own. They were all pretty close. Kind of came down to the final hole or something. We'd miss a putt and the other team would make it. So we tied 2 of our matches, and then we lost the other 3. But they
were probably giving you the Riggs treatment, feeding you the Greyhounds, trying to get you shit-faced.
I mean, you get to a point where you're like, let's just drink. We're just gonna drink.
Yep.
Because we're out of the tournament now, so we might as well just fucking take
Haven't
advantage
you won
of
the tournament?
No, that I haven't won this one.
That's his other club. Old boy.
Yeah.
Multiple club kind of guy.
We played 3 matches on the first day, and I think it was the 3rd match on the first day where we played a team. You can't like really verify someone's handicap.
Yeah.
The process of putting together a handicap in golf is as simple as you going into an app on your phone and being like, I played golf today at this course from these tees and I shot this score.
Yeah.
There's no fact checking. There's no checking.
Yeah.
If I wanted in a year to play in this tournament again as a 20 handicap, I could just from now till then go into this thing on random days and be like, I shot 104. I shot 106.
Yeah.
Throw my handicap way up, which means that in the tournament, I'm going to be getting a ton of strokes on holes against the team we're playing against. You stroke off the lowest handicapped player. And if someone's hasn't been honest about that, which is very easy, you cannot win.
Yeah.
You can't beat them.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah. You'd have to shoot like 20 under.
We played a team where we were stroking off the lower guy on the team because he was a little bit better than me.
Yeah.
So I think I got like half a stroke in the whole match of 9 holes. My partner got like 4.
Yeah.
This guy's partner, though, our opponent's partner, was like a 14 index. So he was the high handicap, which meant that he stroked on like 7 or 8 of the holes. This kid, and I'm not making this up, on 9 holes on a windy day at my club, which is not an easy club, shot 37.
Damn. 1 over?
Gross. 37 gross. It's a par 35 on that 9. So he's 2 over par.
Damn.
2 birdies outright. Birdies net eagles on a par 4s.
That's insane.
You can't beat someone like that. Yeah. You cannot physically win.
Say the guy's name.
Say his fucking name.
His name was Ross.
He knows. He'll know.
Sandbagging Ross.
Now,
if you see a Ross, you run for the hills.
Dude, it was
hustling.
I got so fucking mad. I was so mad about this because there's money on the line. You know, everyone's competitive. We're all trying. And like, I don't know this guy, right? So I'm like, dude.
Was he the member?
No, he was the guest. And to the member's credit, the member did not play well at all. So you'd think maybe they would even each other out, but they didn't because the low guy was or the higher handicap just fucking beat us by himself.
Yeah.
And there was nothing we could do. And it was really frustrating. Hole after hole after hole.
Did you give him like
par net birdie?
Yeah.
Like I have to birdie the holes one after another just to tie. So they beat the pants off of us, right?
Did you give him a comment or anything?
Dude, I was getting pissy. And I'm not proud of it. To the degree that and after every time I'd be like, wow, like great shot. Impressive to watch you nip a wedge to 3 feet from 100 yards. Good spin control from a 15 index. Wow. Nice baby buttercut. I'm seeing you work the ball against the wind. Something that, I didn't learn until like I got to a fucking 4.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I'm being a bit of an asshole, and he's like deflecting and being like, yeah, next hole, you'll see the blow up's coming. Or like, I don't know, I've never played this well. Like my partner will tell you, like, this is rare, this is unusual.
Yeah, it's Sidney Dean and goddamn White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah. Yeah. So you just feel like you're being, fleeced, basically.
Yeah, you got hustled.
And on the 8th hole, we're walking up the fairway. And I'll add this. Before we teed off, we're walking to the first tee. I introduce myself to the guy and he goes, "You're that Barstool guy, right?" Which is like, I don't know, as a way of saying that you know someone was a little like aggressive, almost accusatory.
Yeah.
As if he was going to be like, "Yeah, I don't really like the humor you guys put out."
Yeah.
Anyway, but he kind of knew. Then he was like, my idiot friends know who you are," or something like that. And on the 8th fairway, match is over. They've beaten us. They've maxed out their points. They've shoved us in a locker. I've been growing angrier and angrier. He goes, "Let's take a picture for my idiot friends."
Ross said that?
Ross said that as we're walking. And
Holy shit.
I went, "I don't want to do that."
You were salty as hell.
This is the first and only time in my entire career that I can think of that I have turned someone down for a picture. And by the way, the big part of that is I don't think I'm worth two shits. If someone asks me to take a picture with them, my God, I'd be honored. I'm flattered.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone would want that, but hey, who am I to say no?
Yeah.
And I said no.
Yeah.
And then I immediately felt terrible about it. I felt so fucking bad about it because he goes, "Yeah, I feel that." That was his response. And sure enough,
because he just
in the next match, he shot like 45. He kind of like bounced back to. So his caddy, who I know, was like, I've caddied for them a lot. That was his career low. Like, it was a total aberration.
And you were accusing him of like basically cheating the whole time?
That happens. it can happen, I guess. Like, it's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare for a 14 or 15 index to shoot 2 over par in a tournament, in wind, whatever.
Yeah.
But it could happen. And I was like, there's no fucking way that you did that.
How is he beating me?
Yeah.
Well,
do you know who I am?
So anyway, I apologize to Ross.
Sorry, Ross.
That is a public apology. I feel really bad about it, to the degree that I actually wanted to go up to him and be like, let's take that picture.
Let's get that photo.
At which point
he'd be like, "No, I'm good."
I know. I was worried that he'd be like, I don't want your fucking picture.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Oh, okay." So anyway, I acted like an asshole and I'm embarrassed about it. And
has that ever happened to you when have you ever been at a club and the manager will come back and be like, "There's people out here, they just want to take a photo real quick," and then you go out and they're like, "What?"
No one has ever.
That happened to me.
Fucked with me.
That happened to me in Baltimore at the port. The manager was like, "There's people that want to take a photo with you," and I went out and I just like stood there, and they just stood there looking at me like, "What's up?" And then I just went back to the green room.
I was
mortifying.
You guys know me? I'm pretty sure they said
I'm here.
Everyone's saying that they.
I've had a moment similar to that.
I'm
which
your favorite comedian, or
I was like going through a line of photos after a show, taking photos and like thanking people for coming.
Yeah.
And then it was at Philly Helium.
Yeah.
Then I walked out from the green room out that back alley.
Yeah.
To the street, and I saw a group of people who had come to the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I like thanked them for coming, and they were like, "Oh yeah, thanks." And they were just like hanging around. And I was like, "Do you guys want a picture?" Because I had just taken 50 photos.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I just like assumed that they were like about to ask. me.
Yeah.
And this guy was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, well."
It's like the most embarrassing.
I mean, like, do you want me to take a picture of you guys? The light is like hitting you like so good right now.
Yeah, I felt like I'd been like punched in the fucking stomach. Like,
I know. I
don't know why I thought.
Sweet, yeah. So I'm done taking photos.
Yeah, that'll never happen again.
Yeah.
Never gonna ever suggest that we take a photo ever again.
Or you could be like, for my phone.
Yeah.
I would
I want memories. I thought you guys were an attractive group. I like to show people who comes to the shows.
You guys.
You know?
I think when I was in Seattle, I did, I had, because I flew out early to go fishing, and I hadn't like spoken to another human being in like 3 days. And I was after the show, I was standing outside, and I was talking to a group of dudes, and that came to the show. Normal guys, we were having a great conversation. But I think I talked to them for so long that they were like, all right, man, we're gonna head out. Like,
Where are you guys going?
They got tickets to come see me, and then I talked to them for so long that they were like, all right, bro, we're gonna get out of here. You have a good rest of your night.
Yeah. You guys want to get some pizza?
Yeah.
You boys hungry at all? A little slice?
Just talking to them inside baseball comedy.
Yeah, that is what I usually end up doing. Well, yeah, that room was actually pretty solid. I mean, the ceiling could have been a little bit lower, and they're like, dude, we don't know.
Well, Drew's style is different from Colin's because Colin has like, this edge to him, and Lev kind of gets political.
All right. Shall we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you guys for listening to the episode. We will see you on Thursday. Goodbye.